Not yet. What is the cost repair for that?
For that kind of job, replacing the water pump and timing chain on a 3.5 EcoBoost, you're generally looking at somewhere between $2,000 and $4,000, maybe more depending on where you are and the shop you choose. Are you ready to hear about the next engine option?
So just know, for something simple as a water pump replacement on these 3.5-liter engines, whenever that thing goes bad, you will be spending anywhere between, let's just say, $1,500 to $4,000, depending on where you're going to get this thing repaired. That is the 3.5-liter engine, the V6 EcoBoost. Okay, let's keep it rolling. Let's talk about the 2.7-liter EcoBoost, which is also a V6, right?
That's correct. The 2.7 is also a turbocharged V6, known for its good power to efficiency balance. Main cons there can be potential oil leaks and, like the 3.5, carbon buildup on the intake valves. Shall we quickly touch on the next engine option after that?
Not yet, man. So what makes the what's the difference in a 2.7-liter and the 3.5 if they're both EcoBoost and they're both V6s?
The biggest differences are fundamentally their size and power output. The 3.5 has a larger displacement, so it generally makes more horsepower and torque, which is good for towing. The 2.7 is smaller, focusing more on fuel efficiency for daily driving, but still offering good performance with those turbos. Does that make sense, or did you want to look at other specific differences?
Gotcha. So does the 3.5 EcoBoost and the 2.7 EcoBoost both have turbos on them?
Yep, both of them are twin turbocharged.
Oh,
that's why you get all that extra power even though they're smaller engines. Ready to move on to that Power Boost hybrid next?
Well, not yet. So there's another thing on the 2.7-liter EcoBoost. It's direct injection, right? So is the 3.5 direct injection?
That's exactly right. Both the 2.7 and the 3.5 are direct injection. Fuel is sprayed directly into the cylinders, which helps with power, but can lead to that carbon buildup on the intake valves. Are we ready to talk about the hybrid now?
So the whole point of the direct injection is you get better power output, but it doesn't clean your intake valves, because on typical motors, the fuel rail is inside of the intake, so that it will clean off the intake valves and they won't get as much carbon buildup in comparison to direct injection. It gets sprayed right on the pistons. You got better power, but then your intake valves could get dirty. So that's us touching on that 2.7-liter engine. Let's go ahead and touch on some of the let's go touch on some of the other engines real quick. Okay, so then we also got the 3.5-liter hybrid motor, right? What's the difference in a 3.5-liter hybrid and the 3.5-liter EcoBoost?
You've got it. The main difference is that the hybrid pairs the 3.5 EcoBoost with an electric motor and a battery pack. This gives you more torque and better fuel economy, but it also makes the system more complex and includes components that could potentially need more expensive repairs down the road than the standard EcoBoost. What's next on your list for the con breakdown?
Well, my question is, if on the hybrid motor, what is that gonna give me? If the viewers go out and get a 3.5-liter hybrid instead of the 3.5-liter EcoBoost, does that mean that they got better power going to the wheels? Do they got a better like a longer lasting motor for it, like better suspension? What is the true difference in those two 3.5s?
The real gains on the hybrid are more torque, especially at low speeds, for better acceleration and towing, and better fuel economy. You're not getting a longer lasting motor or better suspension just from that switch. Those are separate parts of the truck. The biggest trade-off is that the hybrid comes with those extra electrical bits and a battery, which are more complex and could potentially need more expensive repairs in the long run. Does that help clarify the key choices?
So if you want a V6, a 3.5-liter, and you want to tow some stuff, you're saying that 3.5-liter hybrid is going to be better for towing because it's got more torque, low end torque, but it's going to be more expensive to fix down the line whenever something messes up because of that complex system with the hybrid battery. Is that correct?
That's nail on the head. You get that better low-end power for towing with the hybrid, but you're adding more components that can break. And those hybrid batteries are definitely a big expense if they need replacement. Anything else you want to compare between those two engines?
Nope, not at all. Okay, now let's go on to the third 3.5 liter version of the freaking Ford. It's a 3.5 liter twin turbocharged that is inside the Raptor.